So, here was what got Alice and I went to Morrison's. We've got some celery sticks, 12 pence. Cut the back of them, like sort of pre-cut ones. This big bag of leeks was 30 pence. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leeks. I mean, they've just got a couple of dry leaves on the outside, but we'll just peel them off. So that's not too bad. 6 leeks, 30 pence is okay. And then at the Co-op, there was all these assorted jam tarts, 26 pence for 6, had been at £1.30 it says. So we've got a few packs of them. How many packs of them have we got? We've got 5 packs of them, different ones. And then also at the Co-op, there was this cheese. So it was like 21 pence, the Laughing Cow ones and all that, the triangle thingies. And then there was these ones, 47 pence. It'd been £1.90, the Dairy Lee triangles. So there was quite a few bags of that. Also got some grapes, 63 pence for a punnet. There. Now then, at Asda, there was 10 pence tiger loaves. There was millions of these, just got 4. 10 pence hot cross buns. And then there was Cornish pasties, 20 pence. Now, I mean, how much are they originally, Stephanie? So you can peel off a thing? So you can peel on off, how much they were. £1.50 each originally. And they're hot as well, but we'll cool them down. We'll have them tomorrow's lunch. There's a few of them. And there's also this big chicken you can see in there, which is an extra tasty large whole chicken. See what the original price of that was? So that was like, it says it was £1 we got it for. See if you can see what it was underneath there. And then Alice picked up this tray of, had been £3.60 for 20 pence. A tray of these donuts.
It's
£6.50 the chicken was. I got it for £1, eh? That's pretty good. And then Co-op got some of these beef burgers as well. And a cucumber at the Co-op as well, reduced. So that's not quite a long one. That's not too bad. The files out and things, old things. I just came across these things, which like who actually attended in 1998 the field meeting to Moore House. It's got Sam on there with different names and all that, different people who attended the event. Steve Trudgill was there. Harriet Orr, she's now Environment Agency. Malcolm Newson, retired. Well, this is 25 years ago, so a lot of people have retired or whatever now. And it's got like the information sheet about the event, the date, the minibuses and breakfast and all this type of thing. Some of the maps. All this type of thing, yeah. So anyways, all that. And then this one I went to when I went up to Aberdeen for an event on hydrology of peat in organic soils. So I went and I presented at this event. So it's got the timetable, look. Session 1. I'm on the session 1, look there. And actually Andy Baird followed me. So it was like Charlotte McAllister, Newcastle, then me, then Andy Baird when he was at Sheffield University. Yeah, so that's quite interesting. And then this one was held at Durham as well, at Uplands Conference. I wonder when the date of that was. 1999. That's got the different organisers and presentations and posters and things. I think I did one of them as well. And then there's this one. I went to a field trip into May 2000 on the border between Ireland and Northern Ireland to Culker Mountain. There was a lot of peatland restoration and things, but the trip was led by John Gunn from the time University of Huddersfield. So that's where it is. It's sort of right on the border area between Ireland and Northern Ireland. And a big, it's really impressive that all the time and effort they spent putting all this information together for the conference. But what I also found was some photos from that particular trip. So there's the group. I'm on the end there, that's me. That's me there. That's Andy Mills, who did his masters and then a PhD at Durham. So he was, you know, a couple of years behind me, and his supervisor was Jeff Warburton. This is John Gunn, who was leading the trip from Huddersfield, and that guy behind him is Alan Dykes, who at the time was also at Huddersfield. He's now at a university in London. I forget which one now. And you can see some of the other folk. Yeah. That could be Tony Parsons, but I'm not 100% sure. Not 100% sure who some of these folk are. Yeah, and then there's us when we were down in the cave. So there's lots of caves under there as well, under the mountain show caves. So there I am there. Look at me face and my hair and all that. Look at that. Yeah. Very good. So that was that one. And then there's this field guide here from when we hosted the BGRG annual meeting in Leeds, and we went up to Wharfdale, and it's got all the information and the packs and all that about that one. And then this is another little thing when I went to Brussels in 2008, and there was an agenda by different MEPs and all this kind of carry on. And I was on this. I was actually speaking, and look at that. I was actually a professor by then. So when you look at that, I was the most senior person at that event in terms of the academic side of things, and it was a seminar about wind farms on peat. So that was at Brussels in the European Parliament. So I went to that. I think it might, does it have the? That's got the flight details and all that. Look. So 31st of March. Arrive at 9 o'clock. So I must have just flew in and flew out the same day. Arrived at 9 o'clock, 31st of March. Left, or arrived back in Leeds, 8:55, 31st of March. So I just went to Brussels for the day. And it only cost, I don't know what that is, £33? I can't understand what it didn't cost much anyway. Well, that's good. Yeah. And then this one, of course, this was the Florence conference, which was August the 20th to 28th, 2004 in Italy. And this is the overall timetable for it. So it's got, you know, unbelievably complicated different sessions and that you could go to. And then the workshops, what days they were on, and different meetings. It was a big event. All the different sort of different things that were on different days. And then what some of the sessions were about. You know, it was all a geological conference, so yeah. So it goes on and on and on. Yeah, so that's that one. And then found this, which is we went down to Cambridge to Schlumberger Open Day, and it says enclosed information about the hotel and the dinner menu and the research visitor information and all that sort of stuff. And so, of course, most, you know, a few embarrassing things, but one of them was didn't even know how to pronounce the name of the company. I was calling it Schlumberger. But yeah, so as soon as I got there, they started talking about Schlumberger. I realised I was, you know, calling it the wrong thing. So yeah, it's got a map of where it was. So it's wasn't in the centre of Cambridge. It was out in this area. And I think it was near the British Antarctic Survey sort of area as well. But yeah, in that area there. So yeah, that was that. Yeah, this book seems to be like maybe a second volume of Joy of Painting, Bob Ross. And when you look at it, it's got the these different technique things and all that, but it's got the pictures. So and it looks to me like it's not the ones that he produced when he was doing it live on the, or you know, doing it in the 22 minutes or whatever he had to do it. It looks like it's his version that he was basing them on. So he made a version, and then he made a 22-minute version of it from the TV. So that's what it looks like to me anyway, because these seem to be a bit more to them than the TV version. There's quite a lot in each one. 40. Sort of waterfall one. It's unusual that he's got people in that one. Morning walk. Yeah, anyway, I just thought that was quite interesting. It's got them in, but it's yeah, quite, I mean, they are very, very colourful and lovely pictures really to look at. But to me, I don't think it's the TV, one. I think it's the one he's produced, as I say, that he then did beforehand, and then he uses it to base the TV one off when he's doing it. So he reproduces it in the 22 minutes. This is the base one. Yeah, I think. Could be wrong.